Hello, how are you today? My name is Rick Greco. I'm the Dean of Liberal and Professional Studies, and I'm coming here to introduce to you a couple new changes that have occurred within our school over the last couple months. The first thing I want to direct you to is one of two new programs. The first is called our English Communications and Professional Writing Transfer degree. This degree falls under Liberal Arts General Studies, or LTGS. One of the things that's important is this is considered a track and not a separate degree. So any student that earns this credential degree will end up saying Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts and General Studies. What does that mean for our students? Well, if they already have a General Studies degree, this is not going to be an option for them if they're a returning student. Okay. However, if this is a new student or a student that has yet to complete a degree, they're welcome to transfer into this program or begin this degree fresh. The idea behind this program is that it contains the Mass Transfer General Education Foundation, as well as our Mass Transfer pathway for both English and communications, which means that any student going to a four-year institution, public institution, such as UMass or Westwood State University, would have the option of entering either a communications degree or an English degree as a junior with junior level credits. Okay, so not just 60 credits, but specifically for that major. This degree itself is aimed for students who want to write some way professionally in their workplace, whether it be moving towards journalism, blog posts, writing copy for marketing or public relations, those types of things. This is also good for a student who's going to want to wind up with a four-year degree in English, journalism, communication, any of those fields, or education. It's another great option. So when we click into the degree, we'll come to our traditional curriculum checklists and programs. So one of the things I wanted to highlight about this degree is the first semester. The first semester within this degree, and soon to come most of our liberal and professional studies degree, is going to be a common first semester. English Comp 1 in critical thinking, first year experience, statistics, computer applications, and introduction to sociology. Most of the LAPS majors we're going to end up finding will have a humanities elective. In this case, we happen to choose critical thinking, and either psych or soc within the first semester, having all of these courses remaining the same. So the student will get the first year experience as well as the rest of these courses. Some of the other things that you'll note here is that there are some courses in digital media productions. Intro to Mass Communication, film analysis and film structure and analysis, and interpersonal communications all make up the Mass Transfer block for communications, which you'll see are built into here. A number of other courses that you'll see include our literature courses. Students must take one course in British literature, either early or modern, and one course in American Lit, either early and modern, and Latino Lit, in order to qualify for the Mass Transfer block for English language and English literature. So those courses are built in here. Additionally, you'll find that the general education block is built in here. So the student that completes this program will have the Gen Ed Foundation complete, the Mass Transfer block for English, and the Mass Transfer block for communications. Additionally, courses are added to enhance the student's ability to write, critical thinking, introduction to creative writing, applied ethics, journalism, interpersonal communications, writing for digital media is an option, or another general English elective. Someone might choose creative writing for playwriting, and that's an option that exists here. So what we want to make sure that we understand is that students completing this degree will have three potential options: the Gen Ed Foundation, the Mass Transfer block for English literature, and the Mass Transfer block for communications, making this an ideal transfer degree for a student that knows that they want to write, but they're not exactly sure what type of writing they want to do when they arrive at their four-year institution. Under program personnel, you'll see a number of our faculty from the English department. Your contact on this is Steve Nelson. He's currently the department chair. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, Rick Greco, or Steve Nelson, the department chair. One of our other exciting new degree options is our social science transfer major. The idea behind the social science transfer is, again, this is a liberal arts general studies degree, which means that a student who's already completed a degree in liberal arts or general studies would not be eligible for this. If they're starting in general studies and they transfer in before degree completion, they're welcome to do that, or if they're transferring from another area of the college, or if they're a brand new student. The social sciences transfer is meant for students who know that they're interested in one of the social studies. But they're not exactly sure what branch. Students that complete this program will have completed their Gen Ed Foundation, the Massachusetts Mass Transfer Pathway for History, and the Massachusetts Mass Transfer Pathway for Sociology. Additionally, economics is a big component of this course, course of study. So again, clicking in here and looking at our curriculum, just want to point out a few things. Again, just like the English the English Communication and Professional Writing program, this is going to have a very similar first semester. English Comp, Critical Thinking, First Year Experience, Statistics, and Intro to Sociology. This program also has basic research in the first semester. In the English pathway, basic research happens to be in the second semester. But what you'll notice is a student can start within one block, which could also be done in general studies, and be able to move between a number of our different labs majors, which means that students are free to transfer following their first semester without losing a significant amount of credit, without losing any credit to be exact. What's interesting about this major is you'll find the sociology pathway, introduction to sociology, as well as social problems, and then we have sociology of family. Additional sociology classes to really bring the student back into the social science major include sexuality and society, as well as race and society. Those courses are very important, however, they're not part of the mass transfer block for sociology. The mass transfer block for history is built in as well. Students must take US, Survey of US History and Government, which is the early version, and then Survey of Modern US History. Those two courses are required for mass transfer. And additionally, a student must take either an early Western Civ course or Ancient World, either one of the two, or, and then in semester 4, they'll have to take either a modern Western Civ or modern world. What we want to make sure that we're trying to do is encourage students to complete within the same sequence. So for example, if they're doing the early Western Civ, they should do the modern Western Civ. If they're doing the ancient world, they should then do the modern world. We want continuity with those. And what that means is we would be guaranteeing that we're offering each year at least one of those sets. So every fall, we'll offer either Survey of Early and Western, and then in the following spring, Modern Western, or Ancient World followed by Modern World. We're guaranteeing that. We will offer at least one. Most semesters we expect to be able to offer both. So the student would end up having a choice. So for the mass transfer gen ed block that is built into this, it has the correct number of humanities, the correct number of behavioral sciences, the correct number of mathematics, science of labs, and composition courses. They're all built in here automatically. And then in order to gain the mass transfer block in history, again, it's Survey of Early US History and Modern US History. And then the student must take in sequence either Survey of Early Western Civ, Survey of Modern Western Civ, or Ancient World and Modern World. So long as the students complete those pathways, that pathway in history, they will be all set and it's built into the degree. For sociology, one more time, it's Introduction to Sociology, as well as social problems and sociology of the family. But a student coming out of this degree can truly expect to understand how the influences of governance, sociology, history, and economics all intertwine to affect the world that we live in. Again, this major is a great major for somebody who is looking to transfer, knows that they want to do something in the social science area, so that we don't want to just put them in general studies, but still want to have the option of being able to move between these. So again, any student going to a four-year school would have junior level status in both history majors and as sociology majors. All right, so that's a little bit about the social science transfer, which we're really excited to have. So if you have any questions or you need anything, please feel free to reach out to me, Rick Greco, Dean of Liberal and Professional Studies, or anyone on my staff. I want to thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.